Hello guys, good evening. Welcome to the session.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Okay, we're gonna wait for a couple of minutes before we start. In the meantime, anybody has any questions, anything you want to check with me, feel free to ask.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, मेरे दोस्त.
Sir, I wanted to ask, while practicing DI, we shall solve chapter wise or shall we pick up random sets?
Chapter wise.
Chapter wise, we have to do only LOD 1 first or both LOD 1 or 2?
First do LOD 1, complete it, get comfortable, then pick up LOD 2.
Yes, sir, thank you.
ये से देखो पंखा दिखा रहा है हमें. मलिक अर्जुन, ये कपड़े प्रेस बाद में कर लियो. ये हमें दिखाएगा क्लास में कपड़े प्रेस करते हुए. वीडियो ऑफ कर दे मलिक अर्जुन. लेट की क्लास करेंगे और हम देखेंगे ना. चलो मजा आने वाला है. You guys, one more minute before we start. Malik Arjun, can you hear me? नाइस. ये हुई ना बात मेरे दोस्त. ओहो, फिर आ गया. चलो let's start. What is the time? 2 past 10. Okay guys, quick check. Can you hear me? Everything is okay?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
good?
sir.
You guys can see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And Malik Arjun's video is off सबके लिए.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, cool. चलो. Welcome to the session, guys. Let's start this. My name is Bhavuk Pujara. Today we're going to do mixed sets of data interpretation. Okay, we're going to have a lot of fun. Good quality sets. My objective is that I do 4 sets with you in these 1.5 hours, and we'll try to cover these 4 sets. If not, 3 should be done for sure, right? And these are logical DI sets. Most of them, I would say. I think there's one that is a little traditional, but others are logical DI sets and will help you set a good foundation for yourself in your DI learning journey. Okay, let's look at the first set. Go on, read this, take 2 to 3 minutes. Give me a thumbs up when you have read this. There's a table here, there's some information given here. Try to understand what is going on, and then we'll solve, and then we'll look at the questions and solve this together. Okay, so Gurvita, you can switch off your video if you want. Thank you. Okay, so you guys are reading the slide, and give me a thumbs up once you're done reading. We're going to look at we're going to interpret this together and look at the questions. Okay, 1 minute more. Okay, guys, give me a thumbs up if you're done reading. Three people are confirming. What about others? I have some more thumbs. Okay, let's go. The proportion of male students and the proportion of vegetarian students in a school are given below. The school has a total of 800 students, 80% of whom are in the secondary section, and rest equally divided between class 11 and class 12. Okay, first things first. Total बच्चे कितने हैं? 800. 80% of 800 are in secondary section. 80% of 800 is 640. Okay, sort of 800, 640 are in secondary section. How many remain? 800 minus 640 is 160. Question says, Rest are equally divided between class 11 and class 12. So 160 is divided by 2. We get 80 here in class 12, 80 here in class 11. I'll take a pause here. If anybody has any doubts, please ask. And just unmute yourself and ask. Don't type in long questions in the interest of time. Okay, no questions. And then what was the heading of this table? The proportion of male students and the proportion of vegetarian students in a school are given below. What does this mean? Right? Logical DI. Proportion of male. The proportion of male students when we read the statement, then what am I expecting? On the latter part of the sentence, I'm expecting proportion of female students. Either it's male or females. Or it's non-vegetarian or vegetarian students. What do I mean by proportion of male students and proportion of vegetarian students? Right? Does it mean that a male student is not a vegetarian student and vice versa? Right? ऐसा नहीं है. The interpretation of the statement is simple, which is that in this school, 2 surveys happened. Okay? There's one survey girl, there was another survey girl, right? जिनको school में छोड़ दिया. Now the first survey girl and the second survey girl. The first survey girl, when she entered the school, she was like, I'm going to determine how many males and females are there in the school. The second survey girl says, okay, I'm going to determine how many vegetarian and non-vegetarian students are there in the school. Right? Does it mean that they're going to interfere with each other's surveys? No. Right? First survey girl is only going to find out how many males and how many females are going to be there. She has nothing to do with the second survey girl. Second survey girl is only going to find out how many vegetarians and non-vegetarian students are there. Okay, so these two are two independent surveys. Okay. I'll take a pause here. If anybody has any doubts, please ask. All good? No questions? Okay. Next. Now this is interpreted clearly. Now we know what is going on. Let's look at class 12th. In class 12th, there were 80 students, out of which 0.6 of this 0.6 as a proportion of this class was males. What does it mean? Can someone tell me? Please unmute yourself and explain this to the class. Anybody?
That 48 students of class 12th are male.
60%. ये बोल पहले. 60%, right?
60%.
0.6 of the total class is male. That means 60% of the total class is males. सर कैसे पता चला आपको 0.6 का मतलब 60% होता है? ये देखो 0.6 in proportion is also equal to 6 into 10, 60%. Okay? So 60% of class 12 students is males. So 60% of 80 is what? 48. There are 48 male students in class 12. Okay, now question for you all. In class 12, there are 80 students, out of which 48 are males. So how many are females?
Sir, 32.
Total minus number of males is females. So 80 minus 48 is 32 is females. Chalo. Likewise, if you have understood this, tell me how many males are there in class 11th.
44.
44.
55% of 80 is 44. So there are 44 males out of 80 total students. How many females do I have? 36.
36.
80 minus 44. Okay. And then secondary section. This girl, forgot, this survey girl forgot to fill in this information when she was submitting the data in her office. Like, sir, I don't know, erase हो गया पानी से मिट गया, whatever I entered. But I can tell you that out of the total students in the school, 0.475 is males. So what, first of all, what is 0.475? What does it mean in terms of percentage?
47.1.
What about others? Is it 47.5 or 475% or 4.75%?
47.5%.
47.5.
Right? Why? Because 0.475 into 100 will be 47.5. So 47.5% of the total students in the school are males. Find out 47.5% of 800.
380.
380. I'll take this number on your face value. I'm not validating this. Okay. Now out of 800 students in the school, 380 are males. So remaining, how many are females?
420.
420. Chalo. Now see, even if I don't have this data of secondary section, I can still find out the number of males and females. Why? How? Let's see. Now in the school, there are a total of 380 male students, out of which 48 are in class 12, 44 are in class 11. So how many do I have in secondary section?
40.
Acha.
288.
380 minus 48 minus 44 is 288. Chalo. Likewise, out of the total of 420 females in the school, 32 are in class 12, 36 are in class 11.
352.
352.
क्वेश्चन पूछने दिया करो मेरे को, बीच में मत खड़ा करो. हाउ मेनी फीमेल्स डू आई हैव? अब बताओ.
352.
352. How? 420 minus 32 minus 36. Okay. Chalo. That means survey one girl's job is done. Right? She submitted these stats into the office. Okay. Now we look at survey two girl. Okay, the girl who did survey number 2. Okay, how did she do it? She missed filling this data of class 12 of vegetarian, non-vegetarian. तो भरा था उसमें, but erase हो गया. उसने बोला, don't worry. The other data points that I have will help you understand this also. Will help you find this out also. Find this also. Okay. So in class 11th, 0.5 are vegetarians. What does this mean?
That 40 of boys and girls both are vegetarian. And 40 are non-vegetarian.
40 of boys and girls कहाँ से आ गया? Boys girls तो है ही नहीं
40
survey
जो
में.
है उसमें
Sir,
बॉयज भी होंगे
40.
गर्ल्स भी होंगे.
क्या पता सारी गर्ल्स हो या सारे बॉयज हो? तुझे कैसे पता बॉयज भी होंगे गर्ल्स भी होंगे? 40
मतलब
for
एज्यूम तो
40
वही करेंगे.
है?
एज्यूम तो वही करेंगे.
क्यों अज्यूम करेगा? कहाँ लिखा है अज्यूम करने का? क्या पता सारी लड़कियां जैन हो और सारे लड़के बदमाश हो, खूब नॉनवेज खाते हैं चुप चुप के. ये भी सारी पूरा जैन स्कूल है लेकिन लड़के बदमाश हैं. हमें क्या पता? नहीं. तो यू कैन नॉट अज्यूम दैट. ओवरऑल लेवल पे क्लास में 50% are vegetarian and the remaining 50% are non-vegetarian. But gender level pe we can't determine anything. So it's wrong to assume that 50% of males are vegetarian, 50% of females are vegetarian. Is this clear? Whoever answered this.
यस सर.
ठीक है, चलो. So 50% of 80, 40 are vegetarians and 40 are non-vegetarians. Chalo. Likewise, In secondary section, 55% of the class is vegetarian. Right? So what is 55% of 640?
288.
Hmm?
288.
352.
हो नहीं सकता 288. दिमाग लगा 50% of 640 is going to be 320 and this is more than 50%. So answer has to be more than 320. कौन था ये 282? कहाँ से रट्टा मार के आया? It's going to be 352.
352.
Okay, 352 are vegetarians. The remaining 640 minus 352, 288 are going to be non-vegetarian. ठीक है? Total, in total, the school has 800 students, out of which 53% are vegetarians. What does this mean? How many are vegetarians in total in the school?
424.
424.
424. 424 यहाँ पे है, so there's going to be 476. Sorry, 376. Correct? Now, in the school, in total, there are 424 vegetarians, out of which 352 are in secondary section, 40 are in class 11. So how many vegetarians are there in class 12?
32.
424 minus 352 minus 40. It's going to be 32.
32.
ठीक है? Now, in class 12, out of total 80 students, 32 are vegetarians, so remaining 48 are going to be non-vegetarians. Okay. I'll take a pause here. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. If not, just give me a thumbs up so that we can move to the questions.
Excuse me, sir. I joined a bit late. I just have one doubt. Regarding the second row, not the second row, regarding the in vegetarian, in the second row, it's written 0.5% of 80. The 0.5%, 40 is the 50% of 80. 0.5% would be not 40.
कौन है ये? Introduce
Oh,
yourself.
okay, sir. Okay, sir, got it. It is written on the board itself, 0.6 by 10. तो उससे derive कर सकते हैं.
नहीं यार, ये इसको देख के क्या रट्टा मार रहे हो, समझो. The proportion of male students and the proportion of vegetarian students is given in this table. मैंने बोला इस क्लास में proportion अगर देखें तो 0.1 मेल्स हैं, 0.9 फीमेल्स हैं. ठीक है, प्रोपोर्शन की बात करें तो when converted to percentage, this is 0.1 into 100, which is 10%, and this is 90%. Just like 100% represents whole of something in terms of percentage, likewise 1 represents whole of something in proportion. Aditi, Tanya, some math?
Yes, sir.
So let's look at the first question. What are the percentage of male students in the secondary section? निकालो भाई आंसर.
Sir, 45.
Okay. Answers type कर दिया करो because everybody is following, right? Forty-five. Okay, I've got 4 responses. Okay, I think I got disconnected. I'm back again. Okay, let's see. Question is simple. What is the percentage of male students in the secondary section? So in the secondary section, I have total of 640 students, out of which 288 are males. 288 upon 640 into 100 is what I need to do. Okay, this is 32 9 times, 32 2 times, 2 5 times, 5 nines are 45. So answer is option 2, 45%. Any questions? Okay, no questions. Let's look at the next question now. The answer. Okay, we've got 3 responses. Option 2, which is 10, then 16, then 12. Okay, all 3 responses are different. Okay, let's see, guys. Let's read the question properly. In class 12th, so in this class, 25% of vegetarians are males. So in class 12, how many vegetarians do I have? First of all, let's check that. In class 12, I have 32 vegetarians. So the question says 25% of 32 are males. Okay. 25% of the vegetarians, so 25% of 32, which is 8. So in class 12, 8 vegetarians are also males. Okay. That means in class 12, how many vegetarians are females? If out of 32 vegetarians in total
24.
in class,
24.
8 are 24 vegetarians will be females. Okay.
सर ये
ऐसे
24 वेज ये कैसे आया?
टोटल वेजिटेरियंस कितने हैं क्लास 12th में?
सर 32.
Okay. Now the question says 25% of the vegetarians are male.
सर
So
तो फिर
25%
मेरे
32. पहले step wise 25% of 32 कितना होता है?
सर 8.
है ना? तो हमने मैट्रिक्स बना लिया. So 8 vegetarians are males. Total vegetarians कितने हैं? 32. Right? Total class में बच्चे कितने हैं? 80. और 32, sorry, out of 80, 32 are vegetarians, so remaining 48 are non-vegetarians.
Yes sir.
Okay. How many total males do I have in this class? 48.
48.
How many total females do I have in this class? 32.
Yes sir.
Correct?
Yes
Now,
sir.
out of total of 32 vegetarians, 8 are males. So that means out of a total of 48 males, 8 are vegetarians. एक ही बात है.
Yes sir.
चलो. Look at this column of vegetarians. There are 8. There is 8 here, and the total is 32. So this will be 24.
24.
Okay. So that means out of 32 vegetarians, 24 are females. Okay. Or out of 32 females, 24 are vegetarian.
8 are non-vegetarians.
ठीक है. So total 32 females में से अगर 24 are vegetarian, so 32 minus 24, 8 will be non-vegetarians. Out of total of
Yes sir.
48,
Clear.
out of total of 48 males, 8 are vegetarian, then 40 will be non-vegetarian. Okay. Look at this matrix. Let me know if you have any questions here. All good?
Yes sir.
So, if this is the case, then what is the difference between number of female vegetarians and male non-vegetarians in this class? Female vegetarians, 24. Male non-vegetarians is 40. What is the difference between the two? 40 minus 24. Answer is option 5. Vaishnav Raju, please mute yourself. Please be careful. Okay, anybody, any doubts? जिन्होंने गलत बोला था, please give me a thumbs up. This is clear. People who said 16 is okay. Others who responded with some other answer, please give me a thumbs up if this is clear for me to be sure. This is clear. Let's move on to another DI set. This has been a ZAT 2010 set. A very, I would say, puzzle-like set, right? But has QA also inside, and we'll use table also here. Okay, please take about 3 minutes to read this and give me a thumbs up in the comment section box once you're done. Then we'll solve this. We'll read this together, interpret this, and then solve this. Okay, I'll wait for your guys' responses. Okay, let's go. Books and More sells books, music series, and film DVDs. I don't know, you Gen Zs would know of CDs and DVDs, but हमारे ज़माने में बहुत चलती थी ये. Me being a millennial. Right, अब तो नहीं मिलता भाई ऐसा कुछ. तो there's some everything on internet, cloud, OTTs. Next, in December 2009, they earned 40% profit in music series and 25% profit in books. So, simple question. I'll read this again with you and I'll ask you a question. Let's see how many people are able to respond to this. And pay attention, bring your common sense to the fore. ठीक है, रट्टेबाजी नहीं. Don't learn by rote. There's a bookstore that sells 3 items: books, music series, and film DVDs. In December 2009, they earned 40% profit in music series and 25% profit in books. My question to you is, what is the total profit earned in rupees in December 2009? Okay, chalo. Read this question. Tell me if you can answer. Poonam Nawale is saying, we know, sir. तो बताओ फिर बेटा छुपा के क्यों रख रहे हो? If you know, then you tell, then you share.
I'm talking about CD DVDs.
Huh?
You said na Gen Z people don't know about CD DVDs, so we know.
Oh, okay, okay. You know, तो अच्छी बात है यार. जेंजीस काफी पहुंची हुई चीज है इसका मतलब. बट यूज करिए कभी. द पॉइंट इज दैट डीवीडीज कभी यूज करिए या
यस
तुम
सर,
लोग.
यूज भी किया है.
Yes.
हैं? वाह.
सर इन लोगों ने डीवीडी यूज करी होगी, सीडी यूज नहीं करी होगी।
ये उल्टा मेरे हिसाब से सीडी करी होगी, डीवीडी नहीं करी
सर
होगी.
सीडी भी किया, डीवीडी भी किया है.
सीडीज भी करी हैं।
हम्म. अच्छा, चलो इसका आंसर बताओ. तो देखो, ये कोई कह रहा है पायरेटेड डीवीडीज. वाह बेटा, ये वो चीज़ है शेयर करने वाली सबके साथ. पायरेटेड डीवी पायरेटेड डीवीडी तू क्या करता है देख के? What is the answer to this question? What is the total profit earned in rupees in December 2009? We cannot answer. CBD. You guys are right. Why? Because अरे rupees. हमने तो percentage की बात करी थी. 40% profit, 25% profit. Correct? So the answer to this question is C, B, D. चलो, अगर ऐसी
सर ये
बात है.
सीबीडी क्या है?
हैं?
ये सीबीडी क्या है?
Cannot be determined.
ओके ओके सर.
CD पता है तेरे को बेटा, CBD नहीं पता जो काम की बात है. हैं?
सर वो शॉर्ट फॉर्म पहली बार सुनी ना, सीबीडी.
4 बारी 5 बारी बोल दी मैंने इस क्लास में, लास्ट क्लास में भी, उससे लास्ट क्लास में भी.
सर मैं एब्सेंट था तब, मैंने आज ही सुनी.
याद है मेरे को, तू लास्ट क्लास में था, परसों तू क्लास में था मेरी. झूठ बोलता है.
सर मैंने पर सुना नहीं.
वो ना ध्यान नहीं था तेरा. ध्यान तेरा सीडी डीवीडी में ही है. चलो इसका आंसर बता. Oh, somebody, Aditi Tani is saying she thought it was CDs, C for CDs, B for books, and D for DVDs. Wow. बताओ, लिखने दो भाई. ये जेंजी मेरे को मार डालेगी. Cannot be determined. Now answer this question, guys. The second one. What is the total profit earned in percentage in December 2009? और यहीं तक पढ़ना, आगे नहीं पढ़ना अभी. ओके, सिर्फ यहीं तक.
सर इसमें डीवीडी का तो प्रॉफिट ही नहीं दिया हुआ।
तो फिर आंसर क्या होगा?
सर सीबीडी।
ठीक है, चलो इसका भी आंसर कैन नॉट बी डिटरमिन्ड, है ना? बिकॉज किसी ने बोला कि डीवीडी का परसेंटेज प्रॉफिट नहीं दिया गया। ओके, बहुत बढ़िया। टिल हियर
सर
सीबीडी। चलो,
2 का दिया
क्या
हुआ है
रुक जा,
40%।
रुक जा, रुक जा, रुक जा, तू रुक जा अभी। मुझे पता क्या बोलने वाला तू। अब इसका जवाब देगी जनता।
ओके सर।
व्हाट इज,
30।
रुक जा, कौन है ये? समझ में नहीं आ रही। व्हाट इज द प्रॉफिट अर्नड इन परसेंटेज फ्रॉम, क्या क्या दिया गया, सीडीज एंड बुक्स। चलो भाई ये बता दो। इन दिसंबर 09।
सर
और
पूरे
यहीं तक
क्वेश्चन,
पढ़ना।
65%।
पूरे क्वेश्चन
यहीं
के
तक,
हिसाब से बताना
सर
है या फिर
65।
नहीं नहीं, यहीं तक, यहीं तक,
65%।
यहीं तक, यहीं तक
कैनॉट
पढ़ना है ये।
नॉट बी डिटरमाइंड।
सिर्फ यहीं तक पढ़ना है, सब बाकी सब भूल जाओ।
सर 65।
65%।
हमारे
ये होगा।
कॉमन कॉमन सेंस चेक कर रहे हैं आज ये जो बच्चे 65 वाले हैं ना, ये हैं हमारे जेंजी। इनको सीडी डीवीडी पता है, लेकिन सिंपल मैथ नहीं पता है। चलो लेट्स लुक एट द रिस्पॉन्सेस। चार लोग तो अनम्यूट करके 65 बोले हैं। एंड दिस इज रौनक हु सेड 65, सामने आल्सो लाइक 65. So another M is also 65. So 7 people said 65. There was 8, 9. 8, 9. Okay. What about others? 75. अरे ये डीएम क्यों कर रहे हो बेटा? ये कौन है ये 75? ये तो अलग ही मैथ है तुम्हारी। 10 खुद से जोड़ लिया कि 65 कम लग रहा है। किसने डीएम करा मेरे को 75? 10 people. Anyone else, guys? We only got 14, 15 responses here. We have 48 students in the class, guys. Please respond. Please participate. Let's let's not take this as a recording कि एक जगह से आवाज आ रही है और हम लेटे लेटे बैठे बैठे बस पढ़ रहे हैं। Let's make it more interactive. CBD, CBD. Okay. तो ये 65, वो 65 एक और आ गई, रिति तान्या, ऑफ कोर्स। चलो 65 वाले, चलो अदिति को पकड़ते हैं। ये लड़की भी थोड़ी फनी है, मजा आता है इससे बात करने में। अदिति बताएगी हमें 65 कैसे आंसर। अदिति सिंपल मैथ बताओ सबको। चलो अनम्यूट करो।
Sir, I added 40 plus 25.
ऑफ कोर्स, राइट, कितना सिंपल है। अरे बाय द वे कोइंसिडेंस देखो, माय फ्रेंड अदिति इज कॉलिंग व्हेन आई एम आस्किंग अदिति हियर इन द क्लास टू स्पीक अप। वाओ, व्हाट अ कोइंसिडेंस। चलो अदिति तान्या ने बोला सिंपल सी मैथ्स है सर, इज 40% प्लस 25%, 65%। इसके लिए इतना ड्रामा क्यों करा? व्हाई डिड वी स्पेंड 5-10 minutes ऑन दिस? बिकॉज आई न्यू दैट पीपल विल गेट कॉट हियर। चलो समझो। अभी अदिति तान्या ही अनम्यूट करके हमें समझाएगी कैसे। तो अदिति तान्या, वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द लैटर पार्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस, है ना? दैट इज फॉर श्योर। नाउ देयर आर 3 items being sold दिस बुक स्टोर, और सब ध्यान देंगे, ठीक है? स्पेशली 65 और 75 वाला तो स्पेशली ध्यान देगा। सो आई एम, मेरी दुकान है, आई एम सेलिंग बुक्स, सीडीज एंड डीवीडीज। इन दिसंबर 29, सॉरी 2009, आई अर्नड 40% प्रॉफिट इन म्यूजिक सीरीज। सो मेरा प्रॉफिट इन टर्म्स ऑफ परसेंटेज was 40% here and 25% in books. ठीक है? Now imagine करो, the total revenue that I earned out of selling DVDs was 1 lakh rupees. ठीक है? And total revenue that I earned by selling CDs is 100 rupees only. कोई खरीदता ही नहीं सीडी। And books, again 100 rupees. कोई खरीदता ही नहीं books. ठीक है? Profit that I earned on books was 25%. मतलब 25% of what? 25% of the revenue that I earned from books. Right? So I'm taking reference of Aditi in this class, okay? I'm gonna ask her if she has understood. If she says, okay, I'm gonna move ahead. If not, I'm gonna stop. Okay, especially 65 and 75 response, guys. So Aditi, did you understand this?
Yes, sir.
So 25% of 100 is?
25.
So I won 25 rupees as profit by selling books. And I earned 40% of 100, which is how much, Aditi Tanya?
It's again 40, then we will add 100 plus 40, 140, the profit.
Correct? Yeah, wait. Okay. So now, the total revenue that I've earned is 1 lakh plus 100 rupees plus 100 rupees, which is 1 lakh 200 rupees. Okay? And the total profit that I've earned is 25 plus 40 plus this, I don't know. This is X. So my total profit is 65 plus X. Profit percentage is the value of profit divided by the revenue, divided by the sales. Right? Revenue or sales, the same thing. So my profit percentage is 65 plus X upon 1 lakh 200 rupees into 100. Yes or no, Aditi Tanya?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how is this 65%? Hmm? समझ में आया? Answer is not 65%. Now let's take another example. If people are confused, आपने एक value बहुत ज़्यादा ले ली, क्या पता वो कम हो, वो भी करके देख लेते हैं. Books and then CDs and then DVDs. Let's say the profit earned from all, sorry, the revenue earned from all of these items is 100 rupees. 100 रुपए की books बेची मैंने, 100 रुपए की CDs बेची, 100 रुपए की DVDs बेची. Profit I earned by selling books was 25%. 25% of 100 is 25 rupees. Profit by earning CDs is, by selling CDs is 40% of 100. 40% of 100 is 40 rupees. And by DVDs, I don't know, it is X. So total profit earned is 25 plus 40 plus X, which is 65 plus X. And total revenue is 100 plus 100 plus 100, which is 300 into 300. This is my profit percentage. 0, 0 cancel. So it is what? 65 plus X upon 3. How is it 65%? It is not. Guys, is this clear?
Sir, I had a question.
Hmm.
Sir, if we were only to look at the first two sentences, can we conclude that there is no profit, no loss situation in selling DVDs? So we assume
No.
at 0%. No?
No, we conclude that. No.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
chalo. समझ में आया? Let's move on to the next part of the statement. Now, music series contributed to 35% towards their total sales. At the same time, total sales in rupees from books is 50% more than that of music CDs. Wow. The reason There's a reason I brought this question for discussion because it's not straightforward. बहुत टेढ़ा मेरा question है. अरे हाँ यार, ईशा अंबिका, you're right. Shit. We did a very silly mistake, which is we divided it by sales, right? So when we divide by sales, we get profit margin. There's a concept of profit margin. Right? You guys will learn that later. So instead of, okay, sorry about that mistake. Instead of assuming the sales to be 100, 100, 100, let's also assume the cost to be 100, 100, 100, right? In that case, the answer will be the same. Okay? कौन थी ये? ईशा अंबिका. So हमने sales assume करा था 100, 100, 100. I'm assuming the cost also to be 100, 100, and it's okay. Right? भाई मेरा assumption, I can do anything. There's nothing that the question is stopping me from doing. Question is only giving me profit is this much, and in books and profit is this much in CDs. Right? So books में अगर हम cost price 100 assume करेंगे, तो sales price is gonna be 125. And CDs में अगर हम cost price 100 assume करेंगे, then the sales price is going to be 140. Likewise, I assume that the DVDs का cost price is 100. उसका sale price, I don't know. Right? So let's assume the profit here to be X. Profit here is 40. Profit here is 25. Right? So what do I get? 25 plus 40 plus X, which is 65 plus X as my profit, divided by the cost is 100 plus 100 plus 100, which is 300. Good catch, Isha. हम तो आगे बढ़ जाते. Profit margin का मैंने formula लगा दिया था. So again, check this out. 65 plus X upon 3 आया, which is again not equal to 65%. Okay, guys, clear? Anybody has any questions so far, guys? If not, give me a thumbs up, please. जल्दी से. 10:50. So now let's look at the latter part of the sentence or the paragraph or the set. Music CDs contributed 35% towards their total sales. So जितनी भी total sale हुई इस दुकान से, music CDs का sale was 35% of it. At the same time, total sale in rupees from books is 50% that of music CDs. So books is here, CDs is here, and DVDs is here. Okay. So sales हुई. Out of the total sales, हमें नहीं पता how much in rupees. The question is nowhere talking about rupees. Question is only talking in percentage terms. So I cannot assume it to be anything. Right? For calculation purposes, I can say it's 100 rupees. Or it can also be 200 or 1,000 or 1 lakh. I don't know that. Right? So let's just keep this in percentage. The total sale is 100% sales, out of which CDs is 35%. Okay? And total sales in rupees from books is 50% more than that of music CDs. So can someone tell me what is the total sales of books in terms of percentage? अरे वाह, ये उदय मेनन 39%. 26, oh, 52.5. 39 और 26 वाले उदय और देवश, पता नहीं कभी इन्होंने अनम्यूट करा नहीं अपना माइक, बट कैन यू गाइस एक्सप्लेन हाउ डिड यू अराइव एट 39 and 26? उदय मेनन and देवश कत्याल.
So taking the 35% of sales came from CDs and music more than that. Okay, yeah, I see where I made the mistake. Yeah. Yeah, I got confused between CDs and DVDs. Yeah.
Explain this to us as well. Where did you make mistake?
So I assumed 50% more of sales was coming from DVDs rather than CDs. So I took X plus 3X by 2 plus 35% is equal to 100% of sales.
तब भी 39 नहीं आएगा. DVDs का तो पता ही नहीं है. So how can you assume? Oh, you took it as total as 65. So 1.5x is equal to 65, is it?
No, so it is so one element is X, the other one will be 50% more than that of X. So X plus X by 2. And then the last one
That's
is
1.5 of x.
I'm sorry.
That's 1.5 of x, right?
Yes.
So 1.5 was x.
X plus 1.5x plus 35 equal to 100 is what I've taken. I think I just got confused. I did not see that CDs and DVDs clearly.
Good, no worries. So the sales in CDs is 35% and sales in books is 50% more than sales in DVDs. Sorry, sales in CDs, right? So sales in CDs is 35. So sales in books is going to be 50% more than 35. So 35 plus 50% of 35. So 35 plus 17.5. That is equal to 52.5. Okay. Now, out of the total sale of 100%, 52.5% is coming from books, 35% is coming from CDs. How much percent is coming from DVDs? 100 minus 52.5 minus 35. So 100 minus 87.5, which is 12.5. Simple. I'll take a pause here. Anybody has any questions? Good time to ask. No
सर
questions. हाँ,
सर 1000 लेके कर सकते हैं क्या डेसिमल्स को अवॉइड करने के लिए?
तू 1 करोड़ लेकर कर। मेरे को पता आंसर क्या था। 1000 मत करो, अब तू 1 करोड़ लेगा।
नहीं सर, वो
बता।
1000 मिल जाएगा तो ये 525, 350 और 125 इजी हो जाएगा सारा डेसिमल्स के बिना।
और एक करोड़ में और इजी हो जाएगा ये 52 लाख 550,000 हो जाएगा, ये 35 लाख हो जाएगा, ये 12.5 लाख हो जाएगा। क्या दिक्कत है?
नहीं सर, वो तो काफी बड़ा हो जाएगा, फिर मुश्किल हो जाएगी डील करने में।
हाँ, तो प्रॉब्लम 1000 के साथ क्या है समझ रहा है तू? तू अगर तूने 1000 ले लिया, दैट मीन्स यू हैव अज्यूम्ड टोटल सेल टू बी 1000 रुपीज नाउ, है ना?
हाँ।
Now for you to play with profit, again you'll have to deal with 1000. You cannot deal with profit in individual terms anymore. एक बारी अगर तूने वैल्यू अज्यूम कर ली, then everything has to be changed accordingly. So why make your life miserable? First, let's deal with percentages. Let's try to put profit also here. उसके बाद देखेंगे what is required to be done. We'll do that.
ओके।
चलो, now जिसको समझ में आ गया, अब वो उसका जवाब देंगे। 40% profit was earned in series. 25% profit was earned in books, है ना? This is the first sentence. So I'm not doing anything. I'm just punching in the information. Now tell me what is the percentage earned in DVDs? और सोच समझ के, बिल्कुल भी किसी ने भी रश नहीं करना, एंड 30 सेकंड से पहले किसी का रिस्पॉन्स आना नहीं चाहिए इस कमेंट सेक्शन में। ठीक है? यू टेक 30 सेकंड, यू थिंक व्हाट आई आस्क्ड एंड देन रिस्पॉन्ड। कोई जवाब नहीं देगा 30 सेकंड से पहले। Question is, profit earned on books is 25%. Profit earned on CDs is 40%. And these are percentages of what? 25% of total sales made by books. 40% of total sales made on CDs. So, can you comment on the profit percentage that you have earned on DVDs? If yes, tell me the answer. If no, tell me it's no. Can you determine is the question. अदिति तान्या ने भी सीबीडी बोला आज। चलो, अदिति तान्या अनम्यूट करेगी और सबको समझाएगी कैसे। अरे यार, पावर कट हैपनिंग।
So for
Guys, are we
finding
still?
the profit
We're connected.
percentage of DVD, we need to first there should be some information regarding the profit percentage, and for that we need profit. So no information is given. That's why we wrote CBD.
No,
And even if we are
आज no.
finding it, we will assume it as X. So after assuming it, assuming the DVD's profit percentage as X, we
How can you say that no information is given on DVDs? This is given sales is 12.5% of the total sales on DVDs.
but this is a total number of sales. We have no information about the profit which is happening in the DVDs.
That is what we need to find out, na? That is what the question is. Can you find out the profit percentage in DVDs? You are saying no, we cannot because we don't know the profit percentage in DVDs. ये तो क्या कहते हैं उसको, circumventing logic हो गया है तो। If I told you, and guys, question for everyone, if I आया 35, आए करके कोई है is saying 35. Now, if I told you that the total sale is 100 rupees now, okay, and DVDs में total sale is 12.5 rupees. CDs में total sale is 35 rupees because 35% of 100, right? And total sales of books is of 52.5 rupees. Now, can you comment? What is the profit percentage in DVDs? Yes or no?
No, sir. No.
We cannot determine.
वो तो ठीक है यार, लेकिन people are not able to justify why.
So can I try?
Try.
So basically, the thing is to determine the profit percentage, either we need to have the total profit earned, including all three domain or including all three products, or
Hmm.
we need to have the total profit, like या तो प्रॉफिट परसेंटेज होना चाहिए या फिर टोटल प्रॉफिट का नंबर होना चाहिए. तो उससे हम डिटरमाइन कर सकते हैं कि डीवीडीज में कितना है.
Hmm. या फिर DVD का you tell me the sale in actual numbers and also the cost in actual numbers.
या
Right?
अगर कॉस्ट और टोटल सेल होगा तो उससे भी प्रॉफिट डिटरमाइन हो जाएगा.
ठीक है. Chalo, good. So in this table, I'm able to find out actually nothing, right? It's always just percentages, right? So ZAT 2010, when the candidates appeared for this exam and they looked at the set, a lot of people got confused. यार इसका क्या करें? This is always all percentage. I'm not able to conclude too many numbers. Right? So this is where questions come into picture. You have to look at the questions. Questions are going to add more value, more information, and then you're going to find out the answers. Okay, we'll see. So the first question was that if this bookstore has earned 20% profit overall, then in film DVDs, they made how much profit or loss? Chalo, find it out. And यहाँ पे बना हुआ है नीचे देखो टेबल. तो प्रॉफिट दिया गया, सेल्स दिया गया. So I'm taking one more column, one more row here, which is cost, right? Because profit and sales without including cost does not make sense, right? So let's use this information and see where I can punch in this information of the question and if I can find out the answer. Go on. Okay, anybody? Okay, one response. B. Okay, the other one is C, 10% loss. So there's someone who's saying it's 10% profit, the other one is saying it's 10% loss. अरे E भी आ गया, 23.4% loss. Okay. सबने अलग अलग समझा है इस क्वेश्चन को. अब हम देखेंगे स्क्रीन पे. Let's see what to do here. If this store profit overall, so if total sales is 100, then total profit, oh sorry, the total cost is 100, then total profit is 20%. 20% of 100. Profit is always calculated on the base cost. The total profit is 20 rupees. Okay. And sales is 120 rupees. Okay, this is the first assumption. This is the only assumption that I have to make in this question. Everything else is now I can find out everything else. Okay, chalo. Now, if total profit is 20 rupees, okay, then profit earned in books is 25% of the total cost of books. So I cannot find this one right now, right? I need this value. I need this value to find this. I need this value to find this. Now the total sales is 120 rupees out of which 52.5% of the total sales. So 52.5% of 120 is a sale from books. What is 52.5% of 120?
63.
63.
Yeah, guys.
63.
63.
120 का 52.5%.
Simple करो ना 50% of 120 60, 2.5% of 120 is what? 5, 6, 50, 63 हो गया. चलो. Likewise, 35% of total sales is the sales from CDs. So 35% of 120 is how much? 42. Okay. Now out of the total sale of 120, 63 rupees is coming from books and 42 is coming from CDs. So how much is coming from DVDs?
15.
क्या है guys? 15. Okay, cool. So 120 minus 63 minus 42, so 105. 120 minus 105 is 15 rupees. Chalo. So far, so good. I'll take a pause there if anybody has any questions. Full speed बढ़ाएंगे guys. कोई question है किसी को? All good? Sure. Now, try to understand. Let the cost of books be X. And the profit in books is 25% of X. And the sale is 63 rupees. So what does this mean? X plus 25% of X is equal to 63. क्या करा सर ये आपने? This is cost price plus profit is equal to sale price. Find out X. What is X?
50.4. 50.4.
50.4.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Mhm.
Can you repeat this portion, what all you have written just below the question?
गर्विता, तुम एक दुकान चला रही हो, ठीक है? तुमने एक चीज खरीदी 100 रुपए की और उसको बेची 125 रुपए की. तुमने प्रॉफिट कितना कमाया?
25 rupees.
कैसे निकालते हो? कैसे निकाला तुमने ये?
125 minus 100.
मतलब अगर फॉर्मूले में कन्वर्ट करो तो व्हाट इज इट?
Selling
सेल
price
माइनस
minus cost price.
इज इक्वल टू व्हाट?
Profit.
करेक्ट. तो वही है, यहाँ पे वही किया मैंने. कॉस्ट प्राइस को एक्स अज्यूम कर लिया. प्रॉफिट इज व्हाट? 25% ऑफ व्हाट? ऑफ एक्स. 25% ऑफ द कॉस्ट which is equal to selling price. So x plus 25% of x is 1.25 of x is equal
Okay,
to
sir.
63. So x
Thank
is
you.
equal to 50. You're welcome. X is equal to 50.4. Likewise, let's assume the cost price of CDs be y. Profit earned on CDs is 40% of y. It is giving me the sale price of CDs, which is 42. Please find out why. 30. The cost price of CDs is 30. Now the total cost price, गर्विता तीन चीजें बेचती है अपनी दुकान से, एक बुक्स, एक सीडीज एंड वन डीवीडीज। उसको कितने की पड़ती हैं सारी चीजें मिलाकर? 100 रुपीज। आउट ऑफ विच बुक्स कॉस्ट हर 50.4, सीडीज कॉस्ट हर 30 रुपीज। सो व्हाट इज द कॉस्ट ऑफ डीवीडीज? गर्विता चड्डा बताइए,
सर
तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन बना।
19.6।
19.6। चलो, 19.6 रुपीज की इसको डीवीडीज पड़ती हैं और ये बेचती है कितने की? 15 रुपए की। तो गर्विता चड्डा जी, आपका प्रॉफिट हुआ है कि लॉस हुआ है?
लॉस।
चलो, सो फर्स्ट टू ऑप्शंस आर आउट। प्रॉफिट तो नहीं बन सकता, लॉस बना है। कैसे लॉस बना है? लेट्स सी। कॉस्ट प्राइस इज 19.6, selling price is 15, so that's a loss of 4.6 rupees on the cost price of 19.6 rupees into 100। अब इसको अप्रोक्सीमेशन से निकाल लेंगे। 4.6 को 5 अज्यूम कर लो, 19.6 को 20 अज्यूम कर लो, इंटू 100। दिस इज 5 इंटू 5, 25। लेकिन 25 तो ऑप्शन में है ही नहीं। क्यों नहीं है ऑप्शन में? बिकॉज हमने इसको अज्यूम करा है, अप्रोक्सीमेशन यूज करा, राइट। एक्चुअल आंसर मेरा 25 से कम होना चाहिए। वाई? बिकॉज द न्यूमरेटर इज नॉट एक्चुअली 5, इट इज लेस देन 5, एंड डिनोमिनेटर इज नॉट एक्चुअली 20, इट इज लेस देन 20। So numerator effect, denominator effect is happening here, but numerator effect is more than the denominator effect, right? So the fraction value is gonna decrease. So 25 is not gonna be the answer. The answer is gonna be less than 25, a little less than 25. So C is much far away from 25. D is also very far from 25. 23.4 is the closest.
सर
Right, guys?
सर
Hmm.
सर इसमें डायरेक्टली परसेंटेजेस से काम कर सकते हैं क्या? जैसे 52.5 डिवाइडेड बाय 1.25 करके परसेंटेज निकाल लिया कॉस्ट का, और फिर 35 डिवाइडेड बाय 1.4 करके फिर सीडी का कॉस्ट का परसेंटेज, और फिर 100 माइनस वो वाला या ये वाला परसेंटेज करके वो।
नहीं कर सकता ये। जब तू 52.5 कर रहा है, समझ में आता है, ऑफ 100 कर रहा है, ऑफ 120 कर रहा था ना, ऑफ सेल्स कर रहा है, तो तूने
हाँ।
डिवाइड बाय 1.25 करा बेटा, किसका? ऑफ व्हाट? अभी तो आ जाएगा तेरा आंसर, लेकिन बाद में कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा तू। तो ये भी शायद
मतलब
निकल
मेथड
आएगा कि
गलत है।
हाँ, मेथड तेरा गलत है। यू टेकिंग एवरीथिंग इन परसेंटेज, यू कैन नॉट, यू हैव टू अज्यूम समथिंग।
अच्छा ठीक
चलो,
है, ओके।
नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। समझ में आया तो ये भी सॉल्व करके दिखाओ। Someone is saying it's E. Okay, let's see. If the store made 50% loss in film DVDs, then overall they made how much? The store ne 50% loss. Correct. Okay. Now again, I have to start from somewhere. Let's assume the cost of DVDs to be 100. So 50% loss, मतलब 50 rupees पैसा गवा दिया. Let's use green pen. 50 rupees were lost. So sales was 50 rupees only. Okay. So total DVDs कौन थी? गर्विता चड्डा ने DVDs खरीदी अपने होलसेलर से 100 रुपीस की और 50 रुपीस की बेची. तो Miss Chadda made a loss of 50 rupees, right? The selling price was 50 rupees. Now, as per the question, out of the total sales, 12.5% of the sales is coming from DVDs. So let the total sale be X. So 12.5% of X is equal to गिरविता चड्डा बताएंगी इसका आंसर. 12.5% of X is equal to
I don't know, sir.
क्यों? क्या नहीं समझ में आया इसमें? तो पता था तुम्हें नहीं समझ में आया. काफी लोगों को नहीं आया. इतना जस्ट तभी मैं रुक गया यहाँ पे. क्या नहीं समझ में आया यहाँ पे बताओ.
X लिया हमने तो उससे कैसे कैलकुलेट करूं?
तो मिस चड्डा समझिए. It cost you 100 rupees to buy DVDs from me. I'm the wholesaler. ठीक है. और मैं सबको DVDs बांटता हूँ. तुम रिटेलर. You understand the difference between a wholesaler and a retailer?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. तो मैं साइकिल पे आता हूँ और DVDs बांटता हूँ रिटेलर्स को. तो तुमने मुझसे खरीदी 100 रुपए की. एंड देन अगेन जेंजीज खरीदते नहीं है DVDs. तो तुमने बोला यार कैसे करके निकालो DVDs, तो बिक ही नहीं रही. You sold the DVDs for 50 rupees. So you made a loss of 50 rupees in the process. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Now you made a loss of 50 rupees and you sold for 50 rupees. Okay. Now, as per the information in the original set, 12.5% of the total sales that you made out of your shop was coming from DVDs. Correct?
Hmm.
So I say that your total sale was X rupees. So you'll say, okay, so 12.5% of X is equal to how much?
1/8x.
ये देख, रुक जा भाई. तू कौन है? कौन है? वैष्णव राजू. इक्वेट तो करने दे. तू फिर एक्सप्रेशन पे खेल रहा. राइट हैंड साइड पे क्या आना है? आई एम आस्किंग मिस चड्डा. तेरी दुकान नहीं है, मिस चड्डा की दुकान है. बताइए मिस चड्डा.
Sir, I still don't have any clue. Like,
बेटा आपने DVDs बेच के 50 रुपए कमाए
hmm.
और टोटल आपने X रुपीज कमाए.
Hmm.
और मैं आपको कह रहा हूँ 12.5% ऑफ योर टोटल सेल इज इक्वल टू 50 रुपए.
Hmm.
12.5% ऑफ X इज 50 रुपीज. यस और नो?
Oh, okay. Yes.
समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
दिस इज 50 रुपीज. ये हमारे कुछ बेचैन जेनजीज ने बोला 1/8, which is right. 12.5% को देखते ही when we started our DLR discussion, which was last week, I showed you a screen where I mentioned percentage equivalent of fraction values 1/2 से लेकर 1/20. So you guys need to learn that by heart. So 12.5% देखते ही दिमाग में चमकना चाहिए. It's 1/8. Okay. So this becomes X is equal to 15 to it, which is 400. So now total sale is 400 rupees. Is that right, Ms. Chadda?
Yes, sir.
चलो, अगर ये सर है तो बताओ how much sale happened by selling books in terms of rupees? In total, you made 400 rupees by selling all these things together. ठीक है, 50 rupees by selling only DVDs. Books में how much sale did you make?
210.
तेरे से तू मिस चड्डा है?
Sorry, sir.
मिस चड्डा बताएंगे, मिस चड्डा की दुकान है ये।
So we'll find 52.5% of 400, that will be 210.
52.5% of 400 is 210, correct?
Hmm.
है ना? And how much sale did you make by selling CDs? 35% of your total sale is made by selling CDs. So 35%
140.
of is 140, correct? Okay, I'll take a pause here, guys. Anybody has any questions now? अब बोल, देवाश, कोई question है क्या?
No, sir.
Okay, what about others? Any questions? Okay, now let's switch the color of the pen. Switch to blue. Now, by selling books, I made profit of 25% and my total sale value is 210. Let's assume that the cost of books is 100, sorry, X. So X plus 25% of X is equal to 210. Let's find out X.
$168.
1.25 of X is going to be equal to 210. So 210 on 125 into 100. 25 4 times, 25 5 times 5, 42, 4 to the 8, 4 4 16. So this is 168. Is this clear? Guys, please ask if you have any questions. If not, then find out the cost of CDs.
100.
Pretty straightforward. So the cost of CDs be Y. Okay. So I'm making a profit of 40% of Y. 40% of my cost. So cost price plus profit gives me selling price. Selling price is 140 rupees. So Y is equal to 100 rupees. Okay. Now the total cost that Ms. Chadda had to bear was 168 plus 100 plus 100, which is 368. ठीक है? तो जब मैं साइकिल पे आया, बुक्स देने, सीडीज देने, डीवीडीज देने, then Miss Chadda handed me over 368 rupees. उसने बोला सर 368 की मेरे को बुक्स, सीडीज और डीवीडीज दे दो. And she sold these books, CDs and DVDs for 400 rupees. So she made a profit. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So option C, D, E are out. Answer has to be between A or B. Now let's see. 368 is the cost. 400 is the sale. So Miss Chadda made a profit of 400 minus 368 is 32 upon 368 into 100. So this is my profit percentage. From the options, I clearly know that the answer is option B. I don't need to find it out. Can someone explain to me why? Or explain to everyone why? How? Looking at this expression, in the exam that you're preparing for, you shouldn't use a calculator. You shouldn't apply brains, right? But your subconscious mind should tell you that the answer should be B. It cannot be A. Can someone explain how?
Yeah, because 10% of 368 would be 36 and 32 is less than 36, then it would be less than 10%.
Is this clear? Is there anybody who did not understand this?
Please repeat.
So चड्डा जी, आपने 368 रुपीज अपनी जेब से निकाले और 32 रुपीज प्रॉफिट कमाया. Okay, look at this expression, focus on this expression. If this numerator was 36.8, Miss Chadda, what would your profit have been?
10.
10%, right? But this is not 36.8, this is less than 36.8. That means numerator is less than what you assumed it to be. So answer has to be less than 10%. So from the options, only B is less than 10% out of A and B. C, D or E तो पहले out हो गए थे because this was profit. Right? So out of A and B, the only option that is less than 10% is option B. Oh, 8.7 or 8.9 or 8.6 or 8.5 or I don't care. The only answer that qualifies to be the answer is 8.7%. I don't have to find out the exact value in the exam. Clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Now, what do we do? So let's do this chota sa set quickly. Read this, take a minute, we don't have much time. And let me know once you're done reading. Give me a thumbs up when you're done. Well, let's see. Read the information given below and answer some questions that follow. During these years, तो पहले तो ये बताओ, अरे यार, पहले तो ये बताओ 2015 से लेकर 2019, how many years do we have, including both? तो ये समझते हैं तुम लोगों को समझ में आता है कि नहीं. 2015 से लेकर 2019 की जब मैं बात करूं, there are 5 years. Why? Last term minus first term upon common difference here is 1 plus 1. So 2019 minus 2015 is 4 plus 1, 5. So we're talking about 5 years. Okay. So during these 5 years, the revenues of 4 companies, P to S. So P, Q, R, and S were as follows. Revenues in lakh rupees. In the year 2015, the revenue of P, Q, R, and S is given. 2016, the revenue of P, Q, R, and S is given. Likewise for the next 3 years also. Okay. I'll take a pause here. If anybody has any questions, please ask. No questions. Chalo, let's move to the first question then. Which of the given companies has seen the highest annual growth rate in percentage in any single year during this 5-year period? Which of the following companies, इनमें से कौन सी companies P, Q, R or S has seen the highest annual growth rate? Right? Well, jump from 1 year to the next one. Highest jump in terms of percentage will be given explicitly in any single year during this 5-year period. Take a minute. Tell me the answer. This is a question. If you're not comfortable with fractions, percentages, this question will take a lot of time. If you're comfortable, this question should not take more than 60 or 90 seconds. It's 11:30 already, so let's do this. Chalo, 30 seconds. विजुअल इंस्पेक्शन से होना चाहिए क्वेश्चन. क्यू. अबे कैसे क्यू भाई? कैसे क्यू तो नहीं है. 40 upon 4, 2.7, 20, 5, 6, 50 upon, yeah, okay. Q, P, अच्छा. Okay, guys, let's see. तो उसने बोला क्या निकालना है. पहले P को देखेंगे, फिर Q को देखेंगे, फिर R, फिर S. How to go column wise. ठीक है. Columns are not interacting with each other. Within column हमने देखना. So within column P, let's see. 50 to 175 is the jump of 25 over 150. So a jump of 25 over 115 to 100 is happening, which is a percentage value of 16.67. अगर नहीं पता ये value तो तुम फंस जाओगे एग्जाम में. That is why you need to learn the percentage equivalent of fraction values from 1/2 to 1/20. वो knowledge यहाँ काम आएगी. Okay, so this first jump is 16.67%. Next jump is a gain of 25. Right, 175 to 200 is an increase. रुक जाओ बेटा, ये पी बोलने वाले रुक जाओ. आंसर तुम्हारे गलत है. इतनी मेहनत करके भी तुम्हारे आंसर गलत आ रहे हैं. तो स्क्रीन पे ध्यान दो. हो गया तुम्हारा PQRS. क्लास का टाइम भी हो गया. ठीक है, बंद करो, पेपर पेन रखो और लुक एट द थॉट प्रोसेस. किसी का आंसर नहीं आना चाहिए. ये क्या हो रहा है? आर वी कनेक्टेड?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
लाइट चली गई यार. नाउ सी, यहाँ पे भी 150 to 175 was a jump of 25, but the base was 150. Here also the jump is of 25. 175 to 200 is a jump of 25. Now the base is 175, right? So it is increasing over 175. This was increasing over 150. और मुझे निकालना है highest value. So will I bother to calculate this in the exam? No. Why? Because 25 upon 150 and then 25 upon 175. Naturally, this is greater than this value, right? And if I found out this value, मुझे ये value निकालने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Right? So whatever it is, right? I don't need to find it in the exam. Is all. Next, 200 से 250 jump हुआ, so that's an increase of 50 over 200. So 50 upon 200 into 100 is 25%. So P column में the highest jump is of 25% between any 2 years. सर आगे क्यों नहीं निकाला? बिकॉज आगे 25 250 to 250 which is no jump at all. It's 0% increase. Right? The highest that has happened within P is 25%. Now let's look at Q. Q is 125. 2015 to 2016, the revenue is increasing from 125 to 140, which is an increase of 15 over 125. Right? So there's going to be 15 upon 125 into 100 is going to be 1 to 12 point something, right? But do I care about it? No, because my pass already P had 25 पे. So I don't really care about finding out the exact answer. I know this is going to be 12 or 13%, right? But I don't care to find it out. Why? Because मुझे highest निकालना है. If highest is still 25% from P, why do I care about this value? I don't. And I shouldn't, right? Next, from 2016 to 2017, jump is happening within Q from 140 to 180, which is an increase of 40 over 140 into 100. Here they go. So this is 2 upon 7 into 100. Now what is 100 upon 7? 14.28%. ये 1/2 से 1/20 जब पढ़ोगे तो याद आएगा. 1/7 is 14.28%. So 2/7 is going to be 2 into 14.28, which is 28.56. So हमें मिल गया something which is greater than P. So P is not in the game anymore. P is out. Q is in the game. Right? 28.56 से ऊपर भी कुछ है. Let's see. Now the jump is happening from 180 to 210, which is an increase of 30 over 180. 31s are 36 into 100. What is 1 by 6 into 100? 16.67. So it is less than 28.56. So I don't care. Next is 210 to 220. So that's an increase of 10 over 210, which is a very small increase. It's not going to be 28.56%. तो Q से मुझे highest मिला 28.56%. P is out of the race. Q is still in the game. Okay. Let's look at R now. In the first 2 years, the increase is happening from 150 to 160. That's an increase of 10. Okay. 10 over 150 into 100. That's 1 by 15. Now, what is 1 by 15? Sorry, 100 by 15 in terms of percentage. It's 6.67%. Is it greater than 28.56? No. So I'll not bother to find it out. Next, 160 to 180 increase over, that's an increase of 20 over 160 into 100. That's 1 by 8. 1 by 8 is 12.5. So this is 12.5. Is it greater than 28.56? No. So I'll not bother. Next is 180 to 200. That's an increase of 20 over 180. This is 1 upon 9. What is 1 by 9 into 100? It is 11.11%. Is it greater than 28.56? No. So I'll not bother. Then 200 to 240. That's an increase of 40 over 200 into 100, which is 20%. Is it greater than 28.56? No. So R is out of the game. Q is still the winner. Abhi S bhi nikalna hai, but right now Q is coming out of the winner. Coming out of the winner. Okay. Now let's look at S. S में first 2 years में increase कितना है? 100 to 120. That's an increase of 20%. Is it greater than 28.56? No. So let's not bother. Next, 120 to 140. जितना भी होगा, this is going to be less than 100 to 120 का increase. Why? Because पहले 100 to 120 में increase हो रहा था 20 का over a base of 100. अब increase हो रहा है 20 का same 120 to 140. But the base now is 120. The denominator has increased. So that means the fraction value is going to decrease. करके भी देख लेते हैं. 20 upon 100 was 20%. 20 upon 120 is 1 by 6, which is 16.67%. Is it greater than 28.56? No. So this is also out. Then 140 to 170 is an increase of 30 over 140 into 100. This is going to be 21 point something. Right? Again, approximation. I'm not finding out the exact answer. It's going to be 21 or 22. 21 point something, or we can say 22. But is it greater than 28.56? No. It's still out. Then 170 to 180 is an increase of 10 over 170 into 100. Now, what is 100 upon 70? It is 5.88%. Is it greater than 28.56? No. So this is also out. So the answer is Q, which is option B. Clear, guys? समझ में आया क्या किया मैंने? तेज जो किया है. If you have questions, we don't have time to discuss your questions, your doubts, right? Please go back, watch the recording, and solve your doubts yourself, or bring your doubts in the next session. Okay? I'll give you one more question based on the set. Please do this before next session. We'll discuss this then. Okay, take a screenshot, solve it, and bring it. The next session, remind me that we have to solve this together. We'll do that. And with this, we conclude today's session. I hope you enjoyed, you had fun. If not, sorry to hear that. It's not my fault. You should have paid more attention. And if yes, then you're welcome. Okay, I'll keep the session open for a minute. If you want me to switch to any slide to take a screenshot or anything like that, let me know. If not, you're free to drop off. Good night. Enjoy. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome, Anubhav. Okay, no questions. Let's close the session.